Wack one
Yeah,
hundred
what's
online.
good, hip hop family? You boy Fonzie back at online.com, tapping back in with another hip hop broadcast. Los Angeles, what's good, G?
Oh man, shit, man. You know how we doing it, man. Staying out the way. Feel me? What's
Yep,
good though?
yep, definitely. I hear that staying out the way. I'm out here in the cold ass UK, ducked off in the shadows. I see you in the studio right there.
Yeah, I'm in the studio. I'm in motherfucking Weedland out here in Vegas with the homeboy JD. You feel me? We gonna turn him up real quick. You feel me? We blowing. I'm talking about major blowing going on in this motherfucker. We in the studio, but this this the haven. We stay out the way. You know what I'm saying? Nigga be blowing and working. You know what I'm saying? Like all that other shit is some bullshit.
Yeah, no doubt. So what you been on? What you been working on recently?
I just did a new song called Crenshaw. Uh, I'll just play it probably like a couple of days on the show or whatever. But I just been staying out the way, man, and focusing on what's real, and just tripping off all this shit that's going on the net and on YouTube, and our niggas is obeying they thirst. It's hella thirsty. A lot of shit is going on. Niggas is I ain't gonna really name too many names and shit till niggas piss me off, but I just been watching the buffoonery on it. You know,
Mm, yeah. Well, we was definitely gonna chime in with some of that because we've got the No Limit affiliation, as you know, and with
right?
that being said, we've seen recent commentary from Wack 100. Which some have found quite disparaging towards Master P. There's been slight responses, P dropping the new track haters, but I mean, what do you think of Wack 100 and making the statements that he does and stuff?
I mean, I'll say I respect his mo and how he does things. It takes a lot to be able to you have to be built for that shit. You feel me? But I don't know. I just come from a different era, a different cloth, homie. Uh, niggas need to stick to the G code. Certain things that you're not supposed to be talking about on the internet. Niggas doing it, but at the same time, if you really feed into it, and you think that shit is really serious, that shit is sweet to an ignorant motherfucker who ain't got nothing else to do but focus on that type of shit. That'll have people getting shot and killed and all that. But man, that shit like WWF. I thought like Mr. Fuji and shit was about to pop out, throw some dust in motherfuckers' face and Macho Man Randy Savage and all that shit. This shit is like WWF, man. You feel me? So it's like, but at the same time, while niggas having a mechanism on how they platforms and how they doing that shit, still and all, it's some ignorant motherfuckers in the hood that you can't tell them that they doing that shit. Niggas getting they motherfucking Kool-Aid pack split behind it. You know what I'm saying? So, it's cool and all that. Niggas claiming power rule and all that on power rule, but on power rule, none of them was fucking with my nigga Nagai and my nigga Dulo from neighborhood power rule. He had a lot of them niggas running. No disrespect to nobody, but niggas was around the death row scene. I wasn't up there every single day because niggas was getting beat up and going to jail. You know what I'm saying? But the times I was up there, niggas didn't know nothing about Wack 100. On some real shit, I'm just gonna keep it 100. But at the same time, I respect his mechanism and how he do shit. But you know what I'm saying? Niggas putting too much of a hood into some shit. Niggas in they 50, my nigga. Nigga fuck around, have a seizure or heart attack. See that niggas out there swinging and fighting. And he did bomb on the white boys. He was though, but niggas don't be wanting to do all that. That shit just don't look. That shit don't look good. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I mean, what do you think? I mean, you out there in the West Coast, and you definitely in the climate and the understanding of things. There's a lot of people that feel as though he hides behind his sort of gang affiliation to protect some of the comments he makes, and then hides behind the sort of gang affiliation. What do you think? What he doing? He's saying it's not really the right way of code of conduct.
How you gonna try to be loyal to some motherfuckers that a gang banging ain't loyal? It's if you do find some loyal motherfuckers, be happy and stick close. Other than that, how you gonna, what I'm saying, in a field where motherfuckers is dying at an alarming rate? Like it ain't no loyalty really into that shit unless that's your real true homeboy. You know, uh, I don't know, man. They just use that shit, man, as to monetize and get and get them views and all that type of shit. That shit ain't important to me like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why you don't hear me talking about that shit like that. But something does need to be said because niggas is getting peeled. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, I respect Wack 100 because at the end of the day, like he says, he is a manager. He knows what the fuck he's talking about. So if he didn't know nothing and was just talking some mumbo jumbo, nigga be like, get the fuck out of here. That nigga be speaking some real shit. He ain't like a even though I hate to admit it, you know what I'm saying? Charleston White bitch ass, he be saying some righteous shit too. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, and then he jumps back mostly into the ignorant shit. But uh, at the end of the day, you know, we all black men. Who give a fuck about where niggas is from? It's how you come. What I was taught, and I know the real OGs. There's some that's a lot gone, and some of them that's here and live. Niggas know me. You know what I'm saying? And niggas know where I was from. I don't condone any of that shit no more. Uh, I like dude from Coming to America said, I denounce my throne. I've been off that shit. I've been colorblind. I don't give a fuck about a gang or a set, none of that type of shit. Those who's in that shit for right now, hey,
So
I'm
you
trying to get
you
to the
think
money.
you think where it's going with music, and then is it safe to say that you think a lot of it's like a work, like wrestling, like they just playing the character and playing
Right.
that
This
shit?
shit is like wrestling. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was thinking like, you know, Hulk Hogan and the rest of these motherfuckers about to come out. You feel me? That's all that shit is, man. Like, niggas is taking that shit seriously. Niggas doing anything to get some views. Anytime a nigga say fuck Nipsey Hustle, fuck DMX, fuck, you know, Gonzo, fuck all that shit, niggas is looking for views, homie. Or looking to get their motherfucking Kool-Aid pack split. Either one. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I mean, at the end of the day, nigga can't take that shit seriously because you got other shit you got going on in your life to be worried about what a dusty ass nigga is saying. You know what I mean? Like, all right, nigga, okay, cool. Let's say something to rile up and get views. Let's talk about all the gangbangers and niggas from this and that. Really, at first, you know, I ain't gonna say I was gonna say something, but I was like, nigga, I was gonna get my nigga Space Ghost on Charleston White. Everything. He don't want to see it. But it's all good, man. It's all WWF.
Yeah, it's a different time. I mean, some say they remember at one stage where people kept like things that were going on in the streets or other people's business, like out of their mouth, or especially out of like public platforms like the internet and stuff like that.
The internet is fucking everything up, and you know this shit is just watered down. He's like, why do you think that when all the gang banging and all that shit was going on in the 80s and the 90s, why they made movies behind it? Because niggas took their time to set the themes for this shit, like the khaki suit, the croaker sack, the all that type of shit. I see my homeboy. I'm like, my nigga, what happened? He like, nigga shot me. I'm like, who did it? The gang they was banged out? He was like, no, a nigga with a mohawk and some skinny jeans shot me and rode off on a skateboard. So, you know, the times is different.
Yeah, you can't put it down to one particular look no more.
Yeah, right. Like back in our day, we knew the gangster, like them, they go gang of gangster niggas is going down. Now you don't know what the fuck is going on. So, you know, I ain't about to be all on that motherfucker talking about some gang shit and on this hood and that hood and all that shit. How about let's get niggas get to the money, my nigga, and start putting niggas on. Niggas ain't talking about that though.
It's interesting. Why do you think that so much? I guess just like backwards and forwards between certain artists or certain people within the community, but they never seem to go at like some of the big wigs. They never go. It's like Master P said before. Everybody always talks about like Puffy and different people like that, but they never say anything about the Jimmy
They they they,
Iodenes
they
and
be trying, they be trying, but guess who they don't be doing that shit to? Jigga, my nigga. They not doing that shit to Jay-Z and them. They
yeah.
not doing that shit. Like niggas to throw they little sneak disses and shit like that, say little shit to try to rile this nigga. He's not saying anything back.
I think the
Motherfucker
game
just
the game used to do it quite a lot, trying sending shots to Jay, even had a diss track with him, but it didn't.
No,
Leave the
he said,
league.
look what he
Yeah,
say.
leave them like that.
And he got your name in it. He said, niggas throw shots at me. No response. I just flip and pop my collar like the Fonz. That nigga not worried about when you're a giant, you ain't worried about the peasant parasites. You ain't worried about that type of shit when you got big money like that. Be like, niggas over there talking real? No, they are. You
Yeah,
feel
I
me?
think it
So
was the same like that with P and Wack because Wack's been making statements against him for a while. Now we don't know where it stemmed from. Some say it was in defense to some kind of commentary about Nick Cannon or something that I think
right,
P
but
said something about
P
Nick
on some
Cannon
shit like
was
this nigga try to
independent.
P like this nigga trying to assassinate my character.
Yeah, that's where it's got to because I think it stemmed from when Nick Cannon had that falling out with Viacom or whoever it was, and
Oh man, but look, but not to
at the
interrupt, man.
time I think they fired Nick Cannon. Okay, I see you got speaking of
This
fired,
is some. And I'm talking. What's in this?
Man, that is 3 grams of moon rock with 3 grams of white ranch crumble,
Oh
wrapped
wow,
with 2 diamond swishers with a
oh
little
wow,
glass tip back.
And you see,
oh
we
wow.
smoking. I mean, we smoking like kings in this
That's
motherfucker.
like $100 blunt. It's got 3 different. It's got 6 grams of concentrates and what is that? Like 5 grams of flour. It's a big dog blunt.
This that
I
Snoop
mean,
Dogg shit, that rapper weed.
Double
that sound
blunt
like
giant.
that sound like you could be smoking that blunt all week long.
Yeah.
Right, you can like rent the motherfucker out and bring it back and still smoking.
It got so much in there. You go some countries like Jamaica that they roll the big the joints, but
Oh no, man! I ain't
they
gonna
don't
lie,
smoke
man. I
it. They
love
don't
Jamaica,
smoke it
man.
at once. They smoke it
But
throughout the
marijuana
day.
there, man, they gotta step the weed game up, man.
Oh yeah,
I done been to Jamaica a few times.
Yeah,
they wasn't smoking like this.
Yeah, it ain't nothing like that high power, but I was saying that they would probably have that one big joint all day. They smoke it over a period of time and shit. But
see, man, it's like niggas is young. Niggas was young when you young and you say shit. It's like God forgives you for saying the dumb shit you saying because you young. You feel what I'm saying? But when you start getting older, man, like them views are like Wack 100 and be talking like how he be talking like he getting paid. Like, you know what I'm saying? He getting to the money, my nigga. I ain't hating on it.
The bag though,
he
so you know what I'm saying? That nigga understand.
And Keith VD, like Keith VD funny to me. Like I like Keith VD. He funny to me because he know how to rile motherfuckers up. You know what I'm saying? Some people are like characters. That's why I said this shit is like WW motherfucking F. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas is jumping off the top rope and all this shit. I'd rather be smoking and fucking with bitches and being in the studio and be creative. They ain't got time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt. And I think for some people, like you mentioned, Keith, I think he just being himself, and
he be himself, bro.
He ain't necessarily trying to go out his way to piss nobody off. I don't think.
No, yes he is. Yes he is. Yes he is.
You think so?
Big up to KPD, man. Big up to KPD.
Hey man, I know Keefy. That's the OG homie, man. He be doing what he want, man.
Do what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Reggie Wright. Big up to the Gangster Chronicles. Big up to Mob James. All of them. You know what I'm saying? You big up people, man. You don't down motherfuckers, man. You big up people. That's what this shit is about, man. All we got is each other, man. You know what I'm saying? And not even that. Like niggas is terrible, man.
Yeah, nah, that's real.
You know what I mean? Shout out.
You gonna be coming out with a
I'm gonna come out with the Christmas. Yeah,
a weed strain. I was gonna say if y'all gonna be coming out with your own strain soon.
Yeah, I'm trying to come out with the Los Angeles strand. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that's listening right now, I need this. I need this strand. You know, there's no reason. Weed owe me some motherfucking money anyway. I just spent too much money on weed in my whole entire life, so weed owe me some money. So I'm just trying to do the Los Angeles strand. Congratulations to the nigga Yuck getting his strand. You know what I'm saying? The Culado and all that. Big up to the Loonies, Numb and Yuck. You know what I mean? Big up to everybody.
No doubt, man. Yeah, that gonna have your head spinning right there. That you got a little record.
Oh man, come on, man.
You ever smoked with the Godfather? He used to be in WWE. He got he do little smoke sessions with Cypress Hill and stuff. Be real.
I want to smoke with Be Real in them. I ain't did that yet.
Yeah, with Be Real in them. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we smoking big, you dig? That's what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is not playing. This is some real gasolina. All my people in the East, big up to Jersey. They got their dispensary now. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, New York got their shit now. It's over.
Have you seen the game change, I guess, since the legalization and the dispensaries or some aspect like that? What differences have you seen? Like, what impact has it impacted
You
the
know,
game?
this is speaking from a person that got busted with 53 pounds of marijuana in 2000 before 9/11 and all that shit. You feel me? And so I feel like it's a slap in the face. It's a slap in the face for people who didn't caught major cases. I caught a felony behind that shit. You feel me? And then they turn they monkey ass around and legalize shit because they make money off of it. Still leave the people in limbo that was illegal. That's terrible. That's like a stain on your record. You can get it expunged and all that type of shit, but it's never expunged. You know what I'm saying? If you try to get a government job, that shit is gonna come up. You feel me? So I just feel like it's like a slap in the face. Even though I love marijuana, I love that they legalized it and all that. It's more people um that's locked up over weed. You feel me? My homeboy Corvette, he got Trump let him out. He was the only motherfucker I knew that got life for marijuana because he seen the judge 3 times in 1 year. You feel me? So they gave that nigga life, and then Trump pardoned him.
That's crazy. They say you got life behind.
He had life. He was the only person I knew that had life in jail over marijuana.
That's crazy, and that's just down to what the free strike sort of
He was the 3 strikes because he seen the judge 3 times
for the same
in 1 year.
Yeah.
They was tired of that shit. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like that motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Like they did the right thing but that's fucked up for all the people who are case me. Right.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. And like you said, anybody that's ever really did time and stuff for it, they should.
They should like okay, they pardoned that's one person. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers they done locked up. Even since they legalized it. But the police are lenient. They didn't pull it. I done got pulled up a couple of times. They were like, you have anything in the car? I'd be like, I just got some marijuana. They'd be like, I'm like, you motherfuckers, you. You motherfuckers, you.
They don't mind.
Police used to take our weed. When we used to be in LA, one time they pulled us over. I seen them looking, you know what I'm saying? So they seen who had the weed. So they pulled us all out the car. They told my homeboy, they was like, the officer said, I should take you to jail for this shit. He was like, for this punk ass weed? He was like, nah, for this bunk ass weed. Step your game up. They was looking for weed. They wanted some weed.
Yep.
Police smoke? Police be smoking?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think even
police are smoking.
The last time I was accosted out here, they took my pack from me, man.
Right, police will take your shit.
And you know that ain't nothing they telling them.
I just want to display this, you know what I'm saying, so motherfuckers can see what it is. My DMX sweatshirt, you feel what I'm talking about? Rest in peace to the dog. You feel me? That's post love, my nigga. Niggas didn't know we used to see DMX driving up Sunset in a lowrider with a Leo on the front, by itself, like for real talk, and jump out. He be, hey, what's going on? Hey, on some cool shit. You know what I mean? Like a nigga be at the concert having people crying and shit. This nigga be like, yo, when I bleed, there's blood. Everybody be looking around at each other like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? He have a whole bunch of emotions going on in the crowd. People are tight, people mosh pitting, then they crying.
Crazy. Yeah, rest in peace to the dog DMX. Definitely
peace to the
one
dog.
that did it like no other, man.
Come on, man. By itself. No hype, man. Go out there by itself.
Yeah, the X was a dog with it, man.
Right. He was the same every time you seen him. Like no fake, no funny shit, no fake shit. That nigga's on some cool shit. Like, you know what I mean? He's in a better place.
What do you think? Speaking of Dog, Snoop Dogg recently been doing a lot of collaborations and stuff. He spoke out, said nobody's in a position to cancel them, and if they do, they're gonna be put down into a different period or point.
Well, I respect Snoop Dogg fullest. That's the dog, and he's out of all that bullshit that went on, he's still here. You know what I'm saying? And he reinvents himself. Uh, I just seen and been around Snoop a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? He's a good dude. You know, I don't know, man. I feel him. Like fuck it. At one point it's your life, he's a mega star. So like, you cancel him, he don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
He'll tell you that.
they say he's about to release a new album again with Death Row. I don't know how that's gonna work.
Because they probably bought. Because I heard it was a lady who bought Death Row. It was a lady that Suge sold it to a lady. So all you gotta do is just find out who it is and get with them. Like, bitch, you ain't doing nothing with this shit. Let the motherfuckers who really built this shit take the shit back, rewrite history. Right?
Yeah, hopefully they put some money on Suge books or something.
Are they gonna fuck with Suge? Because if it wasn't for Suge, none of that shit would have been.
Yep.
Even acting how he be acting and got beside himself. Like, Suge wasn't doing what he was. None of that shit was.
Yeah. Did you ever have any runners with Suge out there?
Only on some cool shit. Never on no drama.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Yeah, he like always cool. Big old nigga. He knew he was close with my cousin, Big Ron Scoggins. So, yo, you Scoggins cousin? I always had love. I always still always me love.
Yeah, no, I always feel like she'll get a bad rap.
He do. He get a bad rap. He does. But he puts himself in these situations for them to put a bad rap on him sometimes. Stay your ass in the house, Suge. He already know. He know now, but you know what I'm saying? Like at that time, you couldn't tell them niggas shit. Them niggas money, millions, Pac was out. You couldn't tell them niggas nothing.
And they were still quite young.
Right, 30 years old with $30 million. Come on, man. Everybody can say how they would act, but until you get that money, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
he don't deserve to be in. He don't deserve to be in jail 28 years.
Yeah, nah. He need a part of my.
They need to pardon him. Trump, you need to get him out. Trump or Biden, all them. It should knock it out, man. That nigga ain't did nothing, nobody like that. I know the accident with Terry Carter and all that. That was an accident. Terry Carter came up there with him. He didn't mean to kill his friend. You know what I'm saying?
And they got free C Murder, man. Free Corey Miller.
Yeah, let's see murder out too. Like they just doing too much. That nigga free, man. That nigga's free.
That one crazy, but he on state charges.
So what? The only reason why he going through that shit because them Confederate ass, racist ass laws that they need to update and been thrown out a long time ago with the Constitution and all that bullshit. And America needs an update. With all these Confederate ass, yesteryear ass laws that motherfuckers are going through. How's it gonna be the millennium and y'all still got these slavery ass laws?
Nah, that's crazy. But I mean, that's partly why he didn't receive a pardon when Trump executed his last string of presidential pardons because
Trump was like, nah, wait a minute now. No, wait a minute.
I mean,
like, I can't do this.
He would have got out, but it's because he was he in a state prison, not federal.
Man,
so
please, he can do what they want to do. These are shot callers.
Different. Yeah, I believe the president they should be able to override that, but
man, motherfuckers make phone calls and people is out. It's a reason. It's a reason.
That's crazy.
Motherfuckers is dying every day, killing motherfuckers every day, and they ain't getting what he's getting. They need to let that man out. Word up.
Definitely, Louisiana State. We did put a few bits and pieces together before highlighting some of the circumstances of the case. So, we'll reshare that link and stuff as well, where people can check out the petition and also where to contact the Louisiana governor as well.
All right. Just I just look at shit different, bro. Like it's time to do something else. Let people free. Modern day slavery. You mean just 2022 and motherfuckers still fighting for their life? You know what I'm saying? Like they not hard to find. We're artists. They ain't
Yeah, no, that's real.
fucked up.
So you gonna put down any new music in that studio over the
Oh,
weekend? Or you working on mixing previous projects?
probably I'm gonna do some new songs. I'm gonna do like 10 new songs. Then I'm gonna take. I got a bunch of songs. You know what I'm saying? This the this the this the booth right here. They shoot my shoot, man. My home. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's where the magic, the fire get put down.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll be away. I remember being in the studio with me and Bambino Himalayas, being in the studio with Johnny J, and we would be talking, and we would be, and everybody would be looking for Pac. Everybody be looking for this nigga. He'd turn his phone off. All that. It was like hot, like hot, like this, like a couch. So that nigga Pac used to be there for days, ducking everybody. You doing all the songs, and then Johnny J died. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, no, rest in peace, Johnny J. So yeah, I always thought he was a solid producer from the sounds and stuff that I heard him on and that. So you had a good relationship with him.
Yeah, man. I had met him one time, and we went. Me and Bam and drove out to his house in Palmdale. He stayed somewhere in Palmdale, far. And we just set up with him for like 3, 4, 5 hours, man. Like, as it was smoking and drinking and talking shit and telling about Pac stories and how they be bagging on Tupac's feet. And and Snoop was hella skinny and he was just telling us a bunch of stories, man.
You got me. Mm-hmm. I don't feel that way. Yeah, I'm here, bro. Sorry, my little cousin. Yeah, I'll be down in a second.
This the compound.
So you got the fire, that fire. Yeah, we need to maybe you could turn that into some oils or something and send me some oil, man.
Oh man, listen. You talking about this right here?
Yeah. Cart? Oh, okay.
That's the screw on one.
Cars, yeah.
The screw on one. I'm about to buy one.
Yeah, these the cars. You talking about the cars?
Come on, man. This weed land.
See, yeah, you got everything.
Can I show
got
back?
Valentine
Can I just show on the back? Listen. Let me tell you something. We smoking. We the highest in the industry, man. Let me show you something.
Ooh. Okay. I see you.
Y'all good hard. Y'all niggas fucking acting like y'all hard. Y'all ain't hard, y'all niggas. Hold on, let's show up. This is an Obama special. You know what I'm saying? We represent black presidents in this motherfucker, man. Black presidents and black
with the package and everything.
We land, bro. Come on, my dude.
Damn.
Come on, my Right. You bring your ass out here from London, and we gonna smoke you out.
Yeah, I see that. You got out here. We be smoking little doobies in comparison to that, man. Shit.
I'm coming out there. I'm going to the motherfucking Amsterdam. Red light. Come on, G.
Yeah, you gonna need that.
You know what I mean? But listen, we only represent positivity, man. All that bullshit. But like I said, man, we talked about this shit on the show earlier. But big up to Wack 100. I ain't got no beef with dude. I'm just saying, like, I see what he doing. He doing the same shit Gonzo was doing before Gonzo died. Gonzo gave me a platform and told me. You know what I'm saying? So I respect dude. I ain't got no beef with him, but I'm just saying, like, I just don't want nothing to happen to nobody. Niggas is out there really gangbanging and get killed.
Yeah, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, as you said, and as we know, even with business and just certain endeavors and just building the importance of things, you know, staying on a positive foundation. And like you say, especially for our people and stuff, we don't really need to be tearing each other down. And that's one thing that I think with Wack 100 that kind of stick out. And not just him, I don't just be putting him on blast, but those that do it, where it's like, let's not use that energy to be breaking down and tearing down your own people. You know, just use that for something positive and uplift something, because at the end of the day, what he did he still did a lot of dope work. He's still continuing to do work, and people celebrating because of
Right.
it. So it don't really make any sense being petty and being like, oh well, he don't have his masters and this, that, and the third, because that's kind of irrelevant. At the same time, with the work that he did do, Wack should focus on just being positive, building,
Right,
and
because he
maybe
talented. He talented. You know, I heard about him as far as like management shit. That's how I heard about dude. As far as like, you know what I'm saying, like being a hell of a nigga. We used to be up at Death Row and all that shit. I ain't never seen dude, but that doesn't mean he wasn't up there. You know, because everybody would come at different times. You know, because some niggas scared to come up there because getting their ass whipped. You know, everybody know about the Death Row carpet and all that shit. Niggas will walk on that carpet and niggas don't even say nothing. Niggas will walk on that carpet. They ain't never been to Death Row and walk on that carpet, and the niggas, the Bloods will be over there. And they don't even say nothing. They just start looking at each other. Niggas start whooping niggas' ass.
Well, is
I
that
never
where
went through it.
he started out with the row?
What happened?
Is that where he claimed that he started out with the row?
That's what he say. That's what he claimed. He was like, you know, he was up at Death Row, and like I said, just because I ain't never seen him, that don't mean that he wasn't up there. That nigga probably was up there, but a lot of people was up there. A lot of motherfuckers.
Ship said he used to drive trucks or something in the end.
He was. That nigga got the CDL shit popping. That's how I first kind of heard of him too. My homie put me up on him. Because he met him. He was like, yep, Wack 100. I'm like, don't he manage for Ray J and all that? Because, you know, Ray J, my folks. I know Ray. You know what I'm saying? So, and, you know, he was, you know, I got stories. Ray probably don't want me to say this, but, you know, I can recall when Ray J used to pull up at Westchester Park at our functions with the red rag on the steering wheel and all that. Ray J with that. You know what I'm saying? And I seen him flown with Suge. That's when I kind of knew. But you know, Ray J ain't no buster. Ray J squad with you too. He squad with you.
Yeah. I heard.
Don't let the singing. Don't let the one wish fool you. That nigga one punch you, motherfucker. That's big up to the homie Ray J. And Wack 100, man. You know,
yeah. Apparently, they're saying there might be a second tape with Ray J and Kim Kardashian that Kanye West may have purchased, and you know, there might be a part 2 or a second tape.
At the end of the day, that's another man's man. Niggas is trying to purchase the watch it. But they did make a lot of money. They did make a lot of money from it. So, you know, fuck it, I don't like nobody hustle, man.
Daughter always be saying,
get it how you live. You know, hey, but check it out. My phone about to die. So I'm about to wrap this shit up. We at Weedland. Homie JD.
Yeah.
3 Kings clothing, man. Take care of 3 Kings. What we do out here.
All right.
Motivating
we got
others, doing all kinds
the
of
black
stuff.
and the brown together. You feel what I'm saying? Niggas ain't on that bullshit. Niggas trying to go get you. You see, got the clothing line. You know what I'm saying? My nigga got the other
money over everything, motivating others, marijuana organized empire, using marijuana for everything in life, whether physically, mentally, or financially, man. MOE, man. It's MOE movement, man.
See
you
that,
know what I'm saying? It's not just a clothing line and a brand, it's a mindset.
Well, send me the link, man, as well. I'm gonna check all the algo, brother, and get connected because I'm feeling the developments and the mantras and stuff like that too. Floss, I know you always smoke out. You got that Inferno Smoke City going down, so yeah. Now we see where you're getting some of these goodies from.
Right. I'll be like, shh. Don't introduce your weed man to everybody, my friend. You don't do that, my friend.
Yeah, you just
look, my shit about to die. Big up to the whole Europe, England, Birmingham, and all that shit. I'm coming out there soon.
Hello? Yeah, no doubt, man. So we're looking forward to it. So okay, I'm gonna let y'all run it. I know y'all got some business to handle, and we'll reconnect soon, man.
Like a boss. I'm gone, G.
All right, Floss, no doubt, man. Salute with you, man.
All right, man. One love, G. Gone.